Good morning. Good morning. I pray all is well with everyone on this beautiful, blessed Saturday morning. Remember, give God all the praises, all the glory this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Get up. How everybody doing on this beautiful Saturday? Good morning. Good morning, Ellison. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So this morning, I'm coming on here. I want y'all to pray for my nephew. My nephew was in a bad car accident in Tallahassee. He was in a bad car accident in Tallahassee, Florida. And they called this morning. Well, his girlfriend called. And I guess he was on the phone with his girlfriend. And next thing she knows, she heard somebody saying they got to be airlifted to the hospital. That they had to be airlifted to the hospital. And well, when I came by, I was outside, because I've been up early this morning cleaning out my car. And when I came in the house, I seen I had 2 missed calls from my sister. And I called her back. I called the phone, she didn't answer. So I said, let me go vacuum my car. And then my mom called and she asked, did I talk to my sister? And I was like, no, she calling. And my sister told me my nephew was in a bad accident in Tallahassee, Florida. And I'm like, did you call the hospital? She said, I'm calling the state trooper. Let me call him. I'm going to tell y'all how good God is. I called the first hospital. A lady answered the phone. I told the lady, I'm trying to find my nephew. I told her my nephew's name. And I told her, I said, Miss, we in Tampa. We don't know nothing about Tallahassee. My sister finna get on the road. Don't know where she going at. We just trying to find my nephew. She said, Miss, we don't have that person name in her. And I said, well, we don't know where to go at. She said, but you know what? Some trauma victim just came in him. Let me transfer you to the emergency room. The man got on the phone. He went to talking. He said, I don't see that person name in him. And I say, sir, I said, I'm all the way in Tampa. I'm just trying to find my nephew. That's it. I said, can you just tell me, have some patient came in, a trauma, anybody? He said, well, a trauma patient came in. I said, was it some other young men's with him? He said, yeah, it's some old young men's came in trauma. And I said, can you tell me how many more young men's? He told me. He said, miss, they came in trauma, but you call back in 30 minutes, I'll tell you a lot more. I called my sister. And I told my sister I found the hospital. That wasn't nothing but God had me call the first hospital, first lady, second man, right there. And I'm just praying my nephew be all right. Because I can see my sister going up that road right now. And my nephew, that's my baby. I love my nephew. I love all four of my nephews so much. So much. And some of y'all met my nephew that night. I call him Dirty. Something happened to my nephew. I don't know what I'd do. I don't know what I would do. So y'all just keep my family in prayer today and pray that my nephew okay. And if for them to get airlift to the hospital, it got to be bad. And we tell my nephew all the time, you got to slow down. You got to slow down. And every time I talk to my nephew, I'll be like, Dirty, you need to slow down. You need to slow down. God keep giving you chance after chance. And I'm just praying. I say, Lord, I pray when my sister go up there, it's nothing wrong with my nephew. It's my sister not going to be able to handle nothing, no bad news, and her family not there with her. And they're not going to too much tell us too much over the phone. So I just came on this live today to ask y'all, please lift my nephew up in prayer. His name is Jovante. Y'all just pray for him. Because we don't really know what happened. I mean, the only thing his girlfriend said, he was on the phone with her, and I guess he got in a wreck. And next thing she knows, she heard somebody talking, heard a voice saying they got to be airlift to the hospital. And that's all we know. And that's sad. We celebrate my daughter's party last night. Then we got to do this, hear this bad news. And this just happened like an hour ago. And when I called the hospital, it just happened. They had just brought them in. And that's why the man told me to call back in 30 minutes because they had to log them into the computer and then he can tell me more information. One thing was a bad car accident. They had to be airlifted to the hospital in Tallahassee. I'm sorry, y'all. I know they can't give us no information over the phone. That's why my sister done finna go to Tallahassee now. But the only thing, cause the only thing they just gave us, they just let us know that they came in now. That the trauma, I mean, about the trauma, that they brought them in the hospital, and the call back in the 30 minutes. So that's all that we know right now. But like any information like the injuries or anything, they not gonna let us know none of that. So that's why they getting on the road to go. My sister, his girlfriend, and her mom, I'm not going with them. Now I ain't gonna lie, if my car would make it to Tallahassee, I would have been on the road right now. But I ain't driving Betsy to Tallahassee. I feel so bad for my sister because last night she was just crying to my husband, talking to my husband about her children. And when I just called my husband, because my husband at work, I called him to tell him, and he was just like, he called my sister 369. He was like, 369 was just talking to me last night and crying, you know, just talking about her kids and stuff, just crying about them. And then just listening to this right here. And like we be talking to my nephew all the time because God keep giving him chances after chances. And you supposed to been at that party and you somewhere else. You somewhere else. We didn't even much know where you was. Even if he wouldn't have been on the phone, we wouldn't even much know that he was in this car accident. So I'm just praying that everything is okay with him. Then my mom called and she was talking. I was just like, she said something. I just started crying and I just like, I got to go. And she called back. She was like, Teresa, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you cry. I was crying. And then my daughter called. I said, you heard about Vontae and stuff. Because we all, I mean, we like this right here. You know what I'm saying? We got our ups and downs. But when it come to one of us, we like this. Come together. And if this was here in Tampa, we all would be at the hospital right now. All us, the whole family. And if all us can get on the road and go right now, all us would be on that road right now going to Tallahassee. I think it's Tallahassee Memorial. It's Tallahassee Memorial. I took a picture and I sent it to my sister so they'll know exactly what hospital to go to when they get to Tallahassee. Yeah, it was my sister. That's the sister I be around all the time. That's the sister who be at my apartment. And I'm just like, I'm just trying to think the best. Because when they said airlifted, I'm like, so I was talking to my daughter not long ago, and I'm like, so that mean if they got airlifted, that mean they got to be hurt real bad. And she was like, yeah, mama, that mean they got hurt real bad if they was airlifted to the hospital. And we don't even much know the other young men that he was with, but they from Tampa. So I don't know if my sister know who he was with or whatever the young men, but I don't know who he was with. So I don't know. So y'all just keep them in prayer. I don't even much know how many young men he was with, really. Allison, I just talked to her. She getting ready to go home. Y'all, I'm trying to be so strong right now, but I'm like so nervous. Because I don't want nothing to happen to my nephew. That's the nephew that just want to all the time. Because he hard-headed. He is so hard-headed. And he don't want to listen. He don't want to listen, and you tell him over and over, God keep giving you chances. And you don't want to slow down. What is it going to take for you to slow down? You keep doing the same thing. And keep wanting to run the streets. And now look at this. Got to go all the way to Tallahassee to see if you all right. And him, my sister and him, my sister was close with all 4 of her boys. But he the red one with him and my sister the red one. But he got that street in him. He just want to run the street. That's all he want to do is run the street. So for those who just coming on him, I'm asking y'all just pray for my nephew. His name Jovante. I call him Dirty. He was in a bad car accident. He was airlifted to a hospital in Tallahassee, Florida. And my sister them on their way to Tallahassee to see what's going on with him. When I called like, it's been an hour ago. I spoke to the hospital like 9:30, and that's when they told me to call back at 30 minutes, so it would have been 10 o'clock. So I just gave my sister the phone number because she his mother. She can call back in 30 minutes, which would have been at 10 o'clock, to call, and they'll let us know, you know, where they can let her know, because they'll tell her more about him than me, about him being there. And there's some more young men with him from Tampa, but I don't know the young men that's with him, and I don't really know how many young men with him. The only thing we know, it was some young men with him from Tampa, and they got airlift to the hospital. And how we found out, because he was on the phone with his girlfriend, and I guess when they got in the wreck, his phone was still on. She was still on the phone with him, and she heard the police saying that they got to be airlifted to the hospital. So that's all that we know so far. And my sister said, I guess when she get there, she'll call and she'll let us know what's going on. And I'm just praying my nephew all right, because this will break me down. This will break me down. This will tear me up, because I used to keep this little boy before I even much had a son. That was like my son. I was keeping him when my sister brought him home from the hospital till I had my son. He stayed the night with me every night. And I named him Dirty. So my sister got 4 boys. And all 4 of them, anything happened to them 4 boys, I would lose it, because them like my kids. So I'm just praying, and I'm trying to be strong right now for my sister, because my sister was crying. And I'm trying to be strong for my sister, because she getting on that road right now. And I know how my sister is about her children. So y'all pray for my sister too while she on that road, because I know where her mind at right now. especially about that little boy right there, because she worried so much about him. She worried. You mothers on him, you know when you got that one child that always wanna run the streets, don't want to listen to you. Even the auntie, you could talk to him. You could tell him. Like, I talk to him because I've been in the streets. I talk to my nephew. Tell my nephew, it's nothing in them streets. Everybody not your friend. People is not your friend. When you get in trouble, they don't know you no more. When you go to jail, they don't know you. They ain't sending you no canteen. They ain't gonna pick up the phone. When you call them, man, I ain't getting no collect call from him. They don't even much know you no more. They act like you never exist. Never. And then don't let something happen to you and your mama don't even much have enough money to bury you. Them same people you was running with won't even much give your mama $1 to help with your funeral. $1. That's why I tell him all the time, everybody is not your friend. Everybody not your friend. I tell my children that, and I tell my nephews that. Everybody you sit and break bread with ain't your friends. And I bet some of them same boys that's in that car with him, he probably don't even much probably hang around them all the time. And I know some of y'all saw my nephew, him. Y'all saw my nephew. And I be telling him, you hang around people be jealous of you. You a handsome little boy. Oh, you got all these little women running behind you and stuff. You need to get your life together. That ain't cute. That ain't cute. You got all these little women running behind you and stuff, and sit back and be laughing about it and stuff. That's not cute. That's not cute right there. And he be like, oh, big girl. And my nephew, you know, he come to me and he'll tell me, he be like, you know why people don't like come talk to you? One day he came over him, called me outside, and he was talking to me and my husband. He be like, auntie, people don't like come and talk to you because you don't sugarcoat nothing. They can't take you because you so blunt. That's why people don't be liking to talk to you, because you be so blunt. And sometimes you be so blunt that you hurt their feeling and they be want you to sugarcoat it, and you don't sugarcoat nothing. And I be like, I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I say, because when y'all do wrong, I tell y'all wrong. Y'all know y'all be wrong. And they can tell, they know. They bring this girl to my house and they say, this is my girlfriend. The next day, they can't bring another girl to my house and say, this my girlfriend. She can't come in here. No, you told me you go with this girl. This one ain't coming in here. No, I'm not doing that one. If you go with this one, that's who coming in here. I'm not rocking the boat. I'm not getting down like that. We not doing that. And I get on them all the time. I tell them about that. I tell them about the streets, everything, because life too short. A lot of things that they be doing, they think it be cute. They think that fast money cute. That fast money ain't good for you. That fast money not good for you. Being in the streets all the time. And now, only thing we can do, we can talk to our kids. That's all we can do. And there is nobody can say my kid's perfect. Nobody can say that. Because there's no mother can know what their child do behind their back. No mother. When our children leave out that door, we don't know what our kids be doing. And we can think that we got the best kids there is. Because how our kids act a certain way in our house. But in the streets, our kids act so different. And we don't even much know how they act. In the streets. And when you see how they act in the streets, and you find out, and you be like, I ain't raised my child like that. When a child get a certain age, a child start doing what they want to do, and it's not the parents' fault. And a lot of parents sit back and say, oh, that's that parent, that's that mother fault or that dad fault. How can you blame the mother or the daddy? How that child was acting. You can't do that. close that door. So there's no mother on him can sit and say you got the best child, that your child don't do nothing wrong. Because you never know what your child do behind your back. Never. Never can say what your child do behind your back. Because you know what? Like, when my mom found out what I was doing, she could not believe it. She came to me and she was like, Tracy, I can't believe that. Nobody could have never told me that. See, so you never know what your child doing behind your back. Because see, some mothers will sit back and they'll be putting their child way up here. Way up here. And they'll be talking about your child and making your child like down here. And putting their child up here. And looking so down on your child. But all along, their child ain't nothing. Their child right down here. And their child doing the worst thing as your child doing. The worst. The worst thing. But they want to talk about your child all the time. And they want to try to make you look bad, like you ain't doing a good job in raising your child. And they want to look down on you all the time. Let me tell y'all a story. I had a friend. She was my friend since 5 years old. She was like my sister. And we stayed out each other by door, everything. And she got sick. And I knew what was going on with her and stuff. But her mama never knew what was going on. And I was always there for her. And her children called me one day. They said, Auntie, come where my mom at, because they say my mom ain't got long. So I went. And the people say, where do you want her to go at? And I told the people where to take her at, because I knew everything about her. I went home to my kids and I went to the hospital. And I'm back there. She laying on the bed. Her mama called while I'm in the room. Her mama said, I said, hello. She said, come from back there. You ain't no kin to her. I started crying because this been my friend since 5 years old. I know everything that happened to her. When she got her kids taken away, I knew. Nobody didn't know. I knew. Not even much her mama. Nobody. So I cried. I left out of there. It was a Saturday. That Sunday I got out of church, I went to the hospital. And when I went in the room, she was screaming and hollering. I walked in the room, she was screaming and hollering so bad. I ran out the room. My husband grabbed me. I wasn't married yet. He grabbed me and he said, where you going? And I was just shaking. November the 3rd, a day before my son's birthday, 2004. I was laying in my bed. And I was sitting on the side of the bed. And I told my husband, I was sitting on the side of the bed like I just got off the phone with her. Because she called me Tracy. She never called me Tracy. She always called me Tracy. And she called, she said, hey, Tracy. And I was like, B, they told me you was finna die. She said, I ain't finna die. Who told you that? Like, me and her had a full conversation. And I just sat on the side of the bed. And I told my husband, I said, he said, why you sitting on the side of the bed? I said, I just got off the phone with my friend. He was like, you ain't just get off the phone. I said, I did just talk to her. Her sister called me and said, I called to tell you she gone. It was like I had a nervous breakdown. That's what her mama told me. Her mama said, I never thought that'd be her. I thought that'd be you. And I was like, excuse me? How can a mother tell somebody else that? Her mama told me she never thought that'd be her daughter and they're dead. She always thought that'd be me dead. And the day of her funeral, because it went the day of her funeral, when I went to the funeral and her children came and surrounded me, all four of her children came surrounded me, holding me, crying. You know what her mama said? Get in this car, get away. She ain't no kin to y'all. That's what the mama said. But baby, you can't stop that. Because when them kids still call me auntie. Them kids still come see me. Still come see me. And I'm telling this story because that's how people look down on you. That's how people think that they kids up here and you down here. But they don't know the things that they kids do. They don't know the everything, because they just be looking at their kids, think their kids all this and that, and you down here. And that's how that lady felt about me. All them years, that's how that lady felt. That lady thought I was low to the ground. That lady thought I wasn't nothing. And when she called me for the repast, she called me and asked me. She said, Tracy, for the repast, can you cook a ham and a turkey? I'm like, it's Thanksgiving time. I ain't got my ham and my turkey. And she was saying something about some money. I said, look, I'm finna get married. She said, oh, you got a husband? Somebody finna marry you? I'm like, oh, I'm not supposed to be married? So I'm saying this, that's how that lady thought about me. That lady, that's how she thought about me. And I never ever done nothing to that lady. Always was respectful to this lady since I've been a little girl. Because I stayed out her back door in the projects. This same lady used to keep my child, my first child. They used to keep my first child. And I stayed out their back door. But all these years, when my friend passed, that let me know how that lady felt about me. That's how she let me know then how she felt. And when she was talking to me one day, and I was telling her some of the stuff, she was like, I didn't know she was going through that, because you didn't know nothing about your child. And one thing about it, it wasn't nothing for me to pick up the phone and call you to tell you nothing about your child, because your child was my friend. Your child was like my sister. Me and her been friends since we was 5 years old. And every Saturday morning, I got my first apartment at 18 years old. 18 years old. Every morning, she was at my apartment. Every morning. When she got her apartment, every Saturday and Sunday, we called each other 6 o'clock in the morning. When the phone rang, if I called her, her old man knew it was me calling her. And my people knew it was me, her calling me that time of morning. That's how close of a friendship that we had. That's how close of a friendship we had and stuff. So that's people will be looking down on you, but they don't be knowing what their kids be doing. They don't know. See, she just thought Tracy was just some old drug dealer. That's all she thought. But she didn't know the things that her child was doing. That's why it's not good to look down on people, and it's not good to judge people. Look at her. She ain't thought I was married, thought I can have a husband. Look at her. March gonna be 23 years. And anybody can change their life. Anybody. So nobody can't say you can't change your life. You can. Look at this ex-drug dealer. I changed my life for the best. And that's why I be telling my nephews them, anybody on the street, you can change your life, you can change your life. And I don't look down on nobody. And anybody, if y'all saw that video last night and y'all saw me dancing with the man on the dance floor, that man was sitting outside of the party. And I went outside and I saw him sitting outside. And I said, you want something to eat? And he was like, I can eat. And I said, it's cold out here. Come in here. I said, you want something to drink? And he was like, I can get something to drink. I said, we got liquor, we got water, we got soda. What you want? He said, can I have some vodka? I said, come on. And I took him over there to my husband. I said, first I took him in there. I said, this my mom. Whatever you want from over here to eat, she gonna fix it for you. I took him over here. I said, this my husband. My husband told him, whatever you see on this table over here, you can get whatever you want off this table. Don't be shy. I'm going to take care of you. And he was like, for real? My husband said, anything you want to drink over this table. I got tequila, I got Hennessy, I got vodka, I got Sprite, Coke, water, whatever you want. While he over there drinking, my mama don't fixed him 2 plates. Don't took him 2 plates. I didn't know she don't fix them 2 plates. I don't fix them a to-go plate, set it outside on his bag. Then he coming out there dancing. So you never judge nobody. And I look at it and he finna go back outside. I was like, don't sit, there go 2 chairs. You can sit right there. And if anybody say something, you come get me. And my husband told him, my husband walked out there. My husband said, sit right here. Somebody say something, you come get me. You come get me. And my daughter was walking past. My daughter said, ain't nobody gonna say nothing. This my party. This my party. Whatever you want, you can get it. Because we don't know what the situation is. That man was in that situation. And while we gonna eat, and we inside, and we in the heat, and he's sitting outside, balled up in the cold weather. Come on in here. You can join the party too. You ain't got to have on black. Everybody ain't got on black. Come on in here. Thank you, Jamie. I try to be strong for my family. I try to be strong for everybody, but I be weak too. Where you finna go? You wanna take me to eat? Oh. You wanna take me to eat? Yeah. Okay. I try to be strong for my family. And I try to be hard around them. But when I get by myself, I cry. And sometimes they don't call me because they know how I act. And they know if my car can make it to Tallahassee, when they made that phone call, they know I would have been on the road. They know I would have been saying, come on, let's go. Let's go. My sister called me one day. She asked for my other daughter's phone number. And my other daughter called me. And she said, Mama, you know such and such? I said, what? And I jumped up. And I told my husband, I said, come on. And I called my sister. And I'm like, let's go. We finna get on the road. And my sister said, something happened with my son and my sister, one of my nephews. And my sister said, Okay, let's go. So my son called me. So I said, why you told me that lie? You lied to me. And he was like, I said, see, that happened because you lied to me. So I told him, I said, I'll be there. So we was getting on the road to go. So my mama called back and she was like, my sister said she didn't want to go because she didn't have the money. I'm like, my husband said, tell her let's go. We finna go. She don't need no money. We got the money. So we was leaving to go, but the people said we couldn't come tonight. So I said, bump that. We're going to get up early in the morning. We going. So we got up early in the morning and we get there. Y'all know, I know some people here from Florida. Florida got a lot of small hick towns. A lot of little small towns. Some of the towns in Florida, everybody know everybody. That's how small the towns are. So we go to the town. We go to this town where everybody know everybody. So when we go there, the people say they was going to help us. But when we get there, the man said that he couldn't help us. We got to go all the way to Orlando. So I'm like, I'm not going to no Orlando. So then the people in Tampa wouldn't help us. So it was this man. His name Timothy Bible. Timothy Bible. He's a Bills bomber, y'all. Timothy Bible. So I called him and I was talking to him on the phone. He told me to come to his office and I went. And he said, Miss, he said, nobody want to help you. He said, everybody was turning you down. He said, but when I spoke to you on the phone, he said, I don't know what it is about you. He said, but I spoke to you on the phone. He said, it's something with your voice and your spirit that touched me. And I said, I'm going to help this lady. He said, I'm going to help you. He said, I don't know. He said, your spirit. And he said, and when I was talking to you on the phone and I'm just hearing you talk, he said, and I want to see you in person too. And when I was in his office and he was talking to me and I was crying. And I told him, I said, this is where I work at. Me and my husband gave him my job ID. He said, I don't need that. He said, I don't need none of that. He said, only thing I need is your Florida ID. I don't need your job information. I don't need your husband job information. He said, honey, I'm doing this on your spirit. He said, because you got this anointed spirit on you, only thing I need is your Florida ID. And he said, because it's something about you. And I paid the money. I paid the money for my son and my nephew. And he just told us what to do. And so he told us, he was like, everybody in this little town know each other. Everybody know each other in this town. And he said, everybody was saying they didn't want to help you. He said, but your voice and your spirit, it was something. And the people everybody who I came in contact with was so nice. So nice to us. And they really helped us out after that. And see, that's like I told my son, when you be hard-headed and you don't listen, you get into situations. I bet he ain't been in another situation. And when he had to go back down there, who was there? His mama was right there. Me and my husband was right there next to him. And my sister was like, y'all, if y'all want to, y'all can go ahead and go on back to Tampa and we'll get a ride back. My husband said, no, I came for 2, I'm leaving with 2. I don't care what time we leave this little town, but we leaving this town together, all of us. Who is it? Hello. Oh, that's okay. I don't want it. You can give it to somebody else. Thank you. But yeah, my husband, we didn't lead up. We didn't lead and the people like let one out, and they waited like 2 to 3 hours to let the other one out. And they was being nasty then, but I didn't care. We got there like 6 o'clock in the morning. We didn't leave out until the next morning till like 2 something in the morning. 2 something. I didn't care. We slept in that car until the other one came out, and then we came back to Temple. And like I tell my son all the time, a hard head make a soft behind. Because see, when your parents be trying to tell you something, you don't want to listen because you think they be trying to tell you something wrong. No, they be trying to tell you what's right. And then in the long run, you be sitting there and you be like, I wish I would have listened. I wish I would have listened to what my mother or my dad would have said. And that's how them kids be. Them kids be so hard-headed, and they be want to just run the street and be like, oh, I know this, I know that, I ain't got to listen to her. And as soon as they get in trouble, they want to burn your phone up. You can come get me. I'm in jail. They call this, it only costs $200. $200, that's a lot of money. That ain't nobody, you think somebody got a tree in their backyard, let me go out there and snatch $200 off? No, you're going to sit there. Sit there. Learn your lesson. Learn your lesson. You're not finna be doing that. My other nephew went to jail like 3 months ago. He kept calling me. I ain't gonna lie. Usually I jump up and I go bond him out. Honey, when that collect call came in, I'm like, what? He in jail? Kept calling. I ain't answer. When I saw my sister said, she said, Tracy, I was sitting there and I was saying, I pray Tracy don't go bond this boy out of jail. I said, honey, your prayer must have worked because she wasn't going to bond him out of jail this time. She said, I was just sitting there saying, I pray she don't go bond him out. She better not bond him out of jail. Let him sit there. He sat there too. He sat there. Because ain't nobody, you think you finna be getting in trouble and people just finna go be running and bonding you out of jail? No, it don't work like that. You need to suffer the consequences because they're going to make you understand. You just don't do stuff and think people going to run and get you out of jail and think people got a money tree in the backyard. Oh, I get in trouble. My mama, my grandmama, my aunt, my daddy going to come get me out of jail. No, it don't work like that. People have bills to pay. Quit being hard-headed. Quit being around here, running around, getting in trouble. You're getting in trouble with these same little friends, and they don't want to give a dollar to help you get out of jail. And first of all, when you get 25, 30 years old, your butt too old to be getting in trouble. You need to be around here on somebody's job, working somewhere, getting a paycheck. That's what you need to be doing. You need to be trying to think about your future instead of around here and keep getting in trouble. That's what I don't be understanding. You be studying around here getting in trouble, and then you want to sit on the corner, and then you want to be asking people for $1. You buy me a bill? Boy, if you don't get your young butt and go get a job, you ain't. I'm around here, my old butt still working, and you around here asking me for 50 cents. And I ain't tell. I'm just for real now. When they come up and ask me, you got 50 cents? I be saying, give me $1. Sure, give me $1. I'm working. I'm busting my butt. Why should I be giving you my money? Ain't nothing wrong with you. Not nothing. So when people try to look down on your kids, they need to look at their kids, all right? I was supposed to just be coming on here telling y'all to pray for my nephew. But I'm glad I'm talking because my mind, like, at ease right now. Oh, Ellison, your brother work at Memorial Hospital? Hey, Muhammad. And let me tell y'all, I talk about friends because I have got in trouble. And I found out who my friends are. And I have got in trouble, but And now I got in trouble, but some of my now when I did get in trouble, the one when I did who I got in trouble with, they was there for me. Now, like back in the days, I got in a fight, went to jail, and one of my friends, her husband was right there. He bonded me out of jail. So some of my friends, if I get on this live and say something bad about them, I'll be telling a lie now. I can't even much lie. Nah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Now I had a friend, my friend Bridget. She'll be there for you. She will be there for you. My friend Angel too, back in the days too for you. And see, them the kind of friends right there, like back in the days, when you get in trouble, they there for you. Don't turn your bike on. They don't turn their bike on you. So, them two women right there, if I was to ever say something bad about them, not being a friend when I was in trouble, back in my days, I'd be lying. I would be lying. So, like I say, everybody ain't your friends, but then back in my days, I did have women that I did used to be with, that I did used to make money with, that was my friends, okay? So, and I can't say nothing bad about them. Not at all. And we all changed our life. All changed our life for the better. For the better. Married. They got houses. One of them done bought 3 houses. Good job. You know, so no, that's why nobody can never say they can't change. You gotta wanna change. You gotta wanna change your life. Because anybody can change. You just got to put your mind to it. And you just got to say, I'm sick and tired of this life. I want better. But some people don't want to change. Some people, it's some people, I know people that's 60 years old, still acting like they 20 years old. Still acting like they 20, still in the same spot. From when we was 28 years old, 25 years old, still living with people, still not working. Who's 60 years old not working and living with somebody, sleeping on somebody's sofa? Don't have a car. Don't have no goals. Their mind still in the projects at 60 years old. Them the kind of people you don't want to be around. Them the kind of people I tell y'all about. Why do you want to be around people that you used to be around years ago, 20, 30 years ago, and they still in the same spot? Them the type of people you don't want to be around. Like I tell people all the time, I'm from the projects, but my mind not in the projects. Some people in the projects, from the projects, but their mind still in the projects. They don't know how to take their mind from out the projects because they still thinking about all the good times they used to have, and they still want to have those good times, and they don't want to grow. They don't want nothing in life. They don't want nothing in life. And what 60-year-old still selling weed? I didn't know they still sell drugs. That's what I don't understand. It's just crazy. Life is crazy. So, where Davita at this morning? So, I like, I try to be strong all the time, all the time. But I am so weak inside at times. I am so weak. And I try to be strong, you know, especially when my family going through something. And when I turn my bike away from them, I cry because they know stuff break me down, especially when it comes to one of my family members. Because I believe I don't care. I don't care. I say it all the time, all the time. Excuse my language. Family's fucked up, okay? But I love my fucked up family. And my family they'll tell you, I don't care what time of the night. I would get out my bed, leave work, whatever for them. And they know if I could be on that road right now, I would be on that road right now for my nephew. That's how much I love them. I love my family. And sometimes they don't like to call me when they going through stuff. Because the first thing they say, like if I'm in my bed or I'm at home, I jump up and tell my husband, lynch mob, let's go. Because we all got a messed up family, and we can pick and choose our friends, but we can't pick and choose our family. And at the end of the day, we all got the same bloodline, and we still gonna be there for each other, no matter what. We gonna come together, no matter what the situation might be. And when one of us down, we all try to come together to be there to lift each other up. And that's what family is. Family is supposed to be. When one person going through something, we supposed to put our difference to the side and come together. It do not matter. Put your difference to the side and still come support that other family member. Sometimes we let our pride get in the way, and we be saying, they did me like this, and I ain't going. No, put that pride to the side sometimes. Because see, you got to remember, you might be in that situation. You might need that same family member, the one that you didn't want to go help. So sometimes we have to put our pride to the side. We have to bite our tongue. And it ain't that you look like a fool because you going over there, even though they done you wrong. They done you wrong. And I be like, I don't care which one of my family members do me wrong. I go for my family because I love my family. I love my family so much. I love my family. And y'all, I love my nephew so much. And as I'm standing here talking to y'all, I'm just praying. I'm like, God, watch over my nephew. Make sure my nephew all right. Because something happened to my nephew, they're going to tear my family down. They're going to tear my nephew down because there's something about that little dirty little red boy right there. There's something about that little boy. And he can walk in this room, and it's like he just light our face up just to see him. And when he walk in the house, no matter where he see me at, walking up, big girl, come hug me. That's how much I love my nephew. I love my whole family. And I don't be caring what my family do to me, how they talk about me, the things they say about me. I still be there for my family. Because I put that to the side. I put it to the side because at the end of the day, I can't pick and choose my family. Because sometimes I am a very strong-headed person, and I am a very bold person that I might speak stuff that I can come off thinking I'm saying it right, and they can take it the wrong way, and they might say something, and I might say something that might hurt them. And I don't know that. But I'm just thinking I said it, you know. So when my family say something, I'll be mad with me, and they talk trash about me. So I don't get upset sometimes. But when they pick up that phone and call me, I never say what they said about me. I never say what they said about me. I never bring it up. When they call me and say they need me, I'm on my way. And when I get around them, I never say, you said this to me, about me. You hurt me. No, nothing. Because that's my family. I love them. I love them. So I never bring it up. Never. And they can tell you, I never bring it up. And last night at my daughter's party, the man came to me. He said, Tracy, he said, we got to do something for you. He said, you always doing something for everybody, everybody. He said, and you never want nobody to do nothing for you. You never want a party. You never ask nobody to do nothing for you. And I told him, I said, you know how much money I spent? You know how much money I spent helping get his party. He said, I know. I know. I said, you know why I did this? I said, because one thing about my daughter, Mother's Day, Christmas, my birthday, every holiday, my daughter tried to buy me and my husband something. And she take care of her 3 kids. And she try to, when my daughter came buy me something, she be like, Mom, I can't buy you such and such. I say, okay. Even Christmas time, she say, Mom, I'm not going to be able to buy you nothing. And my daughter still went and bought me the coffee maker that I want. So I didn't care how much money I spent helping my daughter get that party. Because that's one child that's always bending over backwards to try to buy me something. Her and her kids always try to buy me something. Always try to show me love. So it didn't much matter how much I spent. And just like I told him, I didn't care how much I had to spend to help her for that party. Because she go out her way for me and my husband. Anything. And whenever I need her, she get out her bed to come for me. My son too, get out his bed, come for me. And that's what family is supposed to do. No matter what, you have to put your difference to the side, because the next minute is not promised to nobody. Nobody. And some people just, you hold grudges so long that you don't even much want to move on from the grudges. You don't want to move on. You just want to keep all this hate inside, and you want to just remember what a person did to you, and you don't want to talk to them no more. You just want to be over him by yourself. If you keep living in the past, then what? What is you gaining out the past because you keep living in the past? You ain't gaining nothing to keep living in the past. Keep to my son. Somebody hurt you. Somebody did this and that to you. Tell me what you gaining out of that. You keep living in the past. You keep on hurting because you living in the past. I have been hurt so much in the past as growing up. I ain't living in the past because it ain't nothing I can do. I can't change it, okay? I cannot change it. So why I'm going to live in the past? This lady did something to me from the past. One day me and her was talking on the phone. Me and her had been talking on the phone about 2 hours. And then she apologized to me. She apologized, but not actually for what she did. She apologized. She was like, you was so mean when you was a little girl, but now I know why your butt was mean. And me and her laughed about it, and she was like, I'm so sorry. Now I know why you was mean. When she apologized, and me and her kept on laughing and talking about it. I don't hate her. I love her. I love her. And I can't be stuck in the past. I cannot be stuck in the past. Because why is that little girl, I'm going to be like little girl stuck in the past. How I'm going to be moved, What I'm not growing if I'm gonna be stuck in the past. I'm gonna be around him, be so mad, still walking around him, holding all that grudge and stuff, and don't want to talk to nobody. No, I don't want to do that. I want to be happy. Move on. So that's what, and then you know that's what I'm saying. That lady that I'm talking about, that was family. I love her. Shoot, me and her talk right now on the phone. Get on the phone sometime. I got to tell her I got to go because she talk too much, okay? Talk too doggone much. So that's what I'm saying. You can't pick and choose your family. Then you sit on the phone. I mean, not on the phone. I'm talking about her on the phone. But you sit around him. You're talking about your friend or whatever. But that same friend in the long run will turn your bike on you. Even though your family, your family will turn the bike on you too at times, but you can't pick and choose your family. And you got to remember, when your family down and your family needs you, no matter what, be there for your family. Be there. And be the bigger person to be there for your family. Because any one of my family members call me, and if I got it, I give it to them. I will give it to them. Even if they say they're going to pay me back, and I know they probably ain't going to pay me back. I don't even much, sometimes don't even much expect it back. I just give it to them. Because I look at it, I give it to them. They don't pay me back, God will bless me double the portion. He'll bless me double the portion. And my husband, sometimes he be like, you be so generous with your money, because when I have money and they need, I'll just go buy. Just go to giving. Because I believe in God, he'll bless me. He's going to bless me by double the portion. And that's why I like trying to plan stuff with my family. Because I believe in bringing my family together. And spending time, like last night, to see my family, to see my cousin and his wife. Because I barely see my cousin and his wife. My cousin works so much. My cousin, stay far. I'm named after his mama. He was on the video. I showed him going up and down. But he stay far. He works so much. So just to see my cousin, all 5 of my auntie kids was at the party last night. All 5 of them. To see all 5 of them in there last night. And I know my mom was happy to see her kids in there with all 5, her 2 nephews and her 3 nieces. All us used to stay in the house together. And then her grandkids, So that was like a special thing, you know what I'm saying, to see her family. And one time I just stood by, because most of the people that was in that party last night was like my family, my cousins. And now we at this age that we should be trying to, spend time with family. Make memories. Put your difference to the side. And enjoy life. That's what we need to be doing. Enjoying life. Enjoying your family. Because nobody got a perfect family. We always got that crazy family member. The one that gonna act a fool at time. So at the end of the day, it's about being happy and loving your family. And I mean, this morning I got up. Y'all, I've been up since like 4 o'clock because I had to take my husband to work at 4:30 this morning. I've been up because I'm like, my car was loaded down. And my husband was saying, don't you start taking that stuff out that car this time of morning. So I came in the house and I said, well, I'm going to get up. So I'm going to get up, take me a shower after a while, start doing my car, and then I'm going to go live. But then when they called me, that changed things around and stuff. So, and when they called me, and I'm just like, I just went to really like just thinking about my family. And I'm just thinking, I'm like, Lord, we had such a good time last night. Such a good time. And then to wake up to this. And this same nephew, y'all, this same nephew, I called my mom one night. And I called her early one morning. I said, Mama, call Dirty. Tell Dirty to call me. I said, call him right now. Tell him to call me. I want to hear his voice. I need to hear his voice. And she said, why? What happened? I said, I had a dream he got killed. She called him. She said, call Tracy right now. Let her hear your voice. He called me. He said, big girl, I'm all right. I said, that's all I want to hear. I want to hear your voice. That's it. I don't even much want to talk to you. I want to hear your voice. Because I tell my sister, I said, I told my sister, I said, I had a dream. And she was like, Tracy, you need to slow down. Slow down. So, y'all going through something with y'all family, try to work it out. Even if they don't want to work it out with you, you try your best. Try your best to work it out with them. Try to work it out with them. Because the next minute is not promised to nobody. So try to work it out. And put that pride to the side. Because some of y'all on here, y'all got that pride. Y'all probably sitting there saying, I don't care what Tracy's saying. I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that. And I know y'all saying it because I don't say it before too. I don't say it the same thing. I'm not doing that. Not at all. I don't care what you say. I'm not doing it. I ain't talking to them. So sometimes you got to put that pride to the side and work it out. Work that thing out. Because me and my sister, one time, we can talk 1 minute and the next minute we don't talk. I tell my mom, I be like, dang, what's wrong with Nay? My sister named Nay, but I call her Nay. I be like, what? When I say, Mama, what's wrong with Nay? She ain't talk. She be like, I don't know. She said, she said the same thing. She was like, Mama, what's wrong with Tree? She ain't saying nothing to me. My mama said, y'all, both of y'all think something wrong with each other. I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with me. And I tell my sister all the time. I got 4 sisters. But that sister there, that's my mama child. That's the one I stayed in the house with, right there. I tell my sister all the time. That's my little sister. I tell her all the time. I got your front, I got your back, I got your sides. I got everything. I'm around you. I'm that circle around you. Because my sister was not the one that ran the street like me. My sister was not the one that was out there, going to the clubs like I was. She started going, but she wasn't like me. She started going to the clubs afterwards. And she used to get mad when she started going. My sister said, you know what? I used to get mad when people used to be saying, ain't you Tracy, little sister? And she used to be saying, I wish I used to be like you. I told her, I said, be like me? I said, you ain't want to be like me. I wish I was like you. I said, why would you want to be like your sister? Your sister used to be out here selling drugs. I wouldn't want to be like me. I sit and look at you, want to be like you. So you should never, ever want to be like me. And she said, no matter where I went at, I ain't have to worry about nobody messing with me because people knew my sister. People always say, you Tracy, little sister. Because people knew me because I treated people with respect. I didn't bother people. And I talked to people everywhere I go. I met friends everywhere. That's why. But me and my sister, we have like a crazy relationship. Crazy, but you better not mess with my sister. She'll tell you that. Don't mess with my sister. She will tell you that right there. Because me and my sister can sit here and we can be laughing and talking today. And tomorrow we can just walk past each other and be like, well, she can, not me. I can walk past, I'll be like, hey, Nay. She'll be like, hey. When she say, hey, I say, oh, she don't want to talk today. And I just keep it moving. Until she say, she go to Claudette. When she say Claudette, I say, oh, she ready to talk now. So family is important. It's very important. So, and you mothers that's on him, and any fathers on him, if y'all lost a child, my heart go out to you. My heart really go out to you. Because I don't really know that pain that y'all going through, that y'all went through. So my heart really go out to y'all. And you mothers on him who got those kids that think they know everything. They know more than you. You can't tell them crap, okay? When you try to tell them something, they want to try to beat you down like you know. They swear they know. They swear they older than you. They was him before you. We got to start praying for them. We really do. We got to start praying for them because it's a lot of our young kids out here on drugs. It's a lot. And if you come here in Tampa, and I know in y'all cities too, but here in Tampa, it's sad. It's a lot of young kids on drugs. And I feel so bad for their parents. And you can look at some of them kids and you can tell that they came from good homes. They came from good homes. And when I see these kids, I could never say what their parents said or why they doing this. Because you know what? Some of these kids get on drugs because they hang around the wrong kids. And how they act, you could tell where they came from. And I'll be feeling sorry for them. And when I see them and they talk to me, and I'll be like I listen to their story, and I'll be like, the street ain't for you. It's not for you. And I'm not gonna lie. When I see them children out there on drugs, sometimes it eat me up because sometimes I be like, and I used to sell drugs. I didn't even much think back then. I was young, dumb. And then now the drugs that they got out today, how these kids just getting on drugs. Even in school, they getting the drugs in school now. And I think they need to start doing something to get help for these kids. And I saw on Facebook the other day, this young man, 29 years old. He was in this hospital. Y'all excuse me. He was in this hospital and the hospital said that they couldn't do anything for him. He had like lesions all over his body. 29. He looked older than 29. And he was so skinny, and he wouldn't leave. So they called the police, and the police told him, he want to go to jail or he want to go on the street. So it had to be up north somewhere because it was very cold, very cold. And the officer was telling him, come on, bud, let's go, let's go. I think they were going to take him to jail because it was so cold outside. So they wound up taking him from the hospital. Within an hour after they took him, he died. 29 years old. And I'm like, it's sad. All these young people out on drugs. And they dying like that. And then it's like, I think they taking some pills. They take, cough medicine and all of that stuff. And it's sad. I'm like, why nobody not trying to do nothing? Nobody trying to do nothing. Nobody trying to help these young people that's walking around the streets. Like I saw a little like he like 16, 17 years old, like he out on drugs already. And I just like, young age. And so many people like homeless out there on drugs. It's just sad. They need to start doing a program or something. I wish I could do a program. But I wouldn't even much know what to do. I'm going to be for real with y'all. When I be dropping my husband off in the morning time, and I see so many homeless people sleep, and I see them like balled up in tarps. I mean the tarps or whatever. And I be saying I wish I had blankets to get a homeless. I wish I had a program that I can start helping the homeless. I wish it was a way that I can help the young people that's out there on drugs. Because when I be seeing the homeless, I see the people that's out there on drugs, I be like, what if that would have been me? Or what if that could have been one of my family members out there? And I did have a family member out there. And I told the story. I had a family member. He was on drugs. And he used to hang with where I went and fed the homeless at. My little cousin used to be around there. And he was homeless by choice. Because he could have went and stayed with a family member. And one day, my son talked to him that Friday. My son talked to him that Friday because he asked my son where I was. And my son told him that I was at home. And he told my son, he was like, tell my cousin I said, hey. So that Saturday, me and my husband in the house, and my husband's friend called him. He was like, boy, they just found the body in the river, and they pulling the body by the boat. They had the body tied, a string to the body, and they was pulling the body round to the dock. And I told my husband, I said, let's go. I want to go see the body. I want to see who they got. And my husband was like, Tracy, by the time we get there, they gonna be got that body out the water. And I'm like, yeah, because I had to get up, get ready and stuff. I said, yeah, that body gonna be gone. That same body I wanted to go see was my little cousin body that they was pulling in the water. And ever since then, I've been wanting to do something. I've been wanting to do something ever since then, since my cousin was found dead in that river. And I showed y'all that river when I went out to feed the homeless too. So I've been wanting to do something because my cousin, he was on drugs. And he was out there. Good morning. Y'all did y'all game last night, all right. So you enjoyed the party? I enjoyed my party. It was so pretty. I was like, oh my God. But what the hell happened after we left? I'm gonna call you back because I'm on live, okay? Let me go see. Okay. All right, bye-bye. So that's what kind of made me want to do something ever since what happened to my little cousin. And he didn't have to be homeless. He didn't have to. That was by his choice because he got a big family. But he chose to live that lifestyle, and he chose to be out there to be on drugs because he went to stay with one sister and he left. He left to go back on the streets. So that was his choice. So, but, and then when I see people out there with their kids, that's another thing. And then they sleeping in their cars because, and then a lot of us, when we see people sleeping in their cars with their kids, you know, some be saying they wrong, they shouldn't sleep out there with their cars, with their kids in the cars. Rent is expensive. They cannot afford this rent here. And I have met people that were sleeping in the park with their families, and my husband knew them. And when I used to go up there to the park and I cook, I used to take them food. When I cook dinner, if I be off on my off days and I cook and I have to go pick up my husband from work, I fix dinner, fix them a plate, and I take it up there for the families. And they used to sleep in the park in their car with their kids. And we can't say why they do that, why they doing that. They can't afford the rent. The rent is so high. Rent here in Tampa is expensive. And now they're saying you got to make a certain amount of money, and they steady going up on rent. Food expensive. Rent. So, and it's hard to get an apartment. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of what a base income apartments at. Now you got to be staying in the house with a family member just to make ends meet. And that's why I be saying, how can people talk about another person just because you got a good job, you got somewhere to stay, but you talking about another person? But you got to sit down. You need to sit down and think, what if I'm in that situation? What if I'm in that situation? And I sit down and I tell people all the time, if I didn't have my husband, I might be staying with my daughter. Because I could not even much afford apartment. How much these apartments are. Rent is very high here in Tampa. You around here, I'll probably be eating some noodles. Because that's how high rent is. Rent high and the food high. Your light bill high. And then when the summertime, the wintertime and summertime, the light bill going up high, crazy. So you got to have a roommate. You got to have a roommate. And I know some people say, why her overgrown son staying with her? When my son lease was up, I told my son, come home. Come on. Why you out here paying rent, this high rent? And they study going up on your rent. I'm in a 2-bedroom. You come home till you ready to go. Rent is expensive. I will move in a 2-bedroom so you can come back home. You got your own bedroom, you got your own bathroom, you got your own side of the apartment. Come back here till you ready to go. In my apartment I stay in, my neighbor, them, where they moving now, and I hate they moving. My neighbor told me, see, I've been over here 6 years now. My neighbor told me, for this same apartment that I stay in, they pay $2,000 a month. $2,000 a month. My 2-bedroom that I'm in is the price of a 1-bedroom apartment. The 2 bedrooms, this 2-bedroom I'm in, that's the price of a 1-bedroom. Okay, manifest. What you saying is, it's places that'll help you, but it's a waiting list. Now they got like 2-3 years waiting list. Even apartments that go by your base income, 2 to 3 year waiting list. So you have to get on a waiting list and you have to wait. So my neighbor across from me, she stay in a 1-bedroom. She told me she went to see these new apartments. They built some new apartments down the road from us. She said a 1-bedroom, smaller than the 1-bedroom she in, $2,000 a month. No washer, no dryer. Our one bedroom over here, y'all. Our one bedroom is so big. So big. Our one bedroom, our walk-in closet so big. These apartments come with full-size washer and dryer. All the apartments, full-size washer and dryer. I stay in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. I got a walk-in closet over there. Then I got another little walk-in closet over here. And then that's how the one bedroom is. The one bedroom, a big bedroom, a big walk-in closet. You got a big bathroom. Then you got the one bedroom kitchen. This the side of the one bedroom kitchen right here, like my kitchen. And then you got a big full-size washer and dryer in there with a balcony. And that's like $1,600. And we pay water, we pay sewer, and then they pick up our garbage. So every time somebody move out, they do an upgrade unit. They add a microwave in it. They give you the stainless steel refrigerator, stainless steel stove, stainless steel microwave. Take the rent, $2,000. The townhouse is like what, 22, 23, something like that. And then plus where we stay by a theme park. So just imagine. But Tampa rent is expensive. Like in the hood, I seen a little regular house, 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, $2,000. $2,000, a little regular house. Classy Red, you right. I could have had a house, child. You know what? I've been moved out the projects. I've been moved out the projects so long ago, and I could have had a house. If you would have been heard me, I was so dumb. I was so dumb that when I first got with my husband, I should have had a house 23 years ago. 23 years ago, when my husband kept saying, let's get a house, let's get a house. I'm like, no. Because I didn't really know nothing about a house. I'm not going to even much lie. Not going to lie. Listening to so-called friends, and I didn't get a house. So that's my fault. And, you know, I was being dumb, didn't know nothing. So I can't even much justify that why I really don't have no house. Because I should have been had a house. I should have been had a house. That's the only thing I can say. And what, like right now, only thing I can say too, what I know now, I wish I would have knew then. That's the only thing I can say. That's the only thing I can say. So, you talking about my picture right there? That's Bob Marley. That's a Bob Marley picture. You talking about that one? That picture? That's Bob Marley picture. I'm sorry to scare you. Oh, you live in Miami? I got family staying in Miami. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get a house now. I'm trying now. I took the class. I took the first time home ownership class already. So I am working on it. I'm paying my credit cards down. And you know what? That's why I paid all my credit cards down. Then I used them again. So I'm paying my credit cards down. And I already got a realtor. She looked at my stuff. She was like, Tracy. She my mama friend. She was at the party yesterday. So like 3 weeks ago, she looked at my credit. She said, ain't nothing wrong with your credit but your credit card. Just pay them down. So I'm already looking into it. So y'all, I'm doing the job. I'm doing the job. So don't think I'm not doing it. I'm not just talking. I'm trying to do the walk. So don't think I ain't trying. I'm trying this time. I'm trying to do my best because I need my house because I need something bigger. And then I'm paying too much rent. And then it's like they're going up on the rent. And I'm like, no, this is just too much. Too much for rent. And then you look at it, you keep, and I stay in a nice apartment complex, but I need my own yard. I need my own yard. I want to stay somewhere where it's going to be my peace. And I can get in my own yard. I can sit in my backyard. That's what I can do. And I want to drive up and see what I'm working hard for. And that's what I tell my husband all the time. I want to drive up and I want to see why do I work so hard. So when I get out my car, I can look and see this why I've been working so hard. So I'm trying. So for those who saying, well, I should have been had a house, why I ain't got a house, I'm working to get a house. I made some dumb mistakes and I should have been had a house. So what I know today, if I knew back then, I would have been had a house. And if I would have been listening to my other daughter, I would have been had a house. Because she used to preach to me. She must used to draw a board telling me, Mom, you need to spend this. Mom, you need to do this. But I didn't want to listen. So that's my fault. That is my fault. I can't blame nobody but Tracy. That's the only thing I can do is blame myself. That's all I can do. And I be like, I look at it too, like I say, I'm trying to get a house. And when other people don't got their house for me and they let me know that they got a house, I be so happy. And then that motivate me more. Be like, dang, I need to, that motivate me. Like some people, when other people get a house before them, they be jealous. I don't get jealous because that motivate me. That make me like, they lighting a match up under me. And that like, I be happy because I'm like, dang, they don't got their house. Let me tighten up. And motivate myself. Like my cousin got a nice house. My cousin stay in this neighborhood and she got a nice house. And when I go to her house, and she always preaching to, I'm older than her, but you'll swear she older than me. How she be acting, she act like she my mama. She be like, you need to hurry up and get your house. You need a house. You around here playing, you need to tighten up. So I have been doing good. I haven't really been shopping. I haven't been doing none of that. So I'm proud of myself. I am proud of myself. I am doing good. So I'm going to have a house. And Class of Red, you right. You got to want it. And I do want it. I want a house so bad. I want me a house. Proverbs 25:25. Oh, you do credit repair too? And I tell people all the time, it's no matter how old you is, you still learning stuff still learning stuff in life. Like I'm finna be 55 years old. I'm still learning. I'm still learning a lot of things in life. A lot of things that I didn't learn. A lot, and I'm still learning from my mistakes that I made. Because we all make mistakes. We all. So I'm still learning, and I tell people, no matter what your age is, do not give up. And that's my goal, to get a house. And I'm gonna get a house. I'm gonna get a house. And when I get my house, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see when I get my house. I'm gonna work hard for that house. That's why I told my husband, I said, we gonna get a house. And like we was talking about doing a anniversary party. Cause it's gonna be 20 years. I don't need no vow renewal. I'm already married. I want me a house. That money that I'm taking to do that, we can try to put towards a house. Because that's what we really need. We need a house. And that is my thing that I want. I want me a house before I leave this earth. So that's the goal, to get a house before I leave this earth. I need to be getting up, cleaning up. I have so much stuff to put up. My car was loaded down from this party. Loaded down. And my husband was like, just wait. I'm like, you ain't gonna get off till about 12 o'clock. Right now, I don't know if some of y'all know we have Gasparilla here in Tampa. So today is the children parade, and next Saturday is the adult parade. So he working the adult parade. So he, in January, starting Martin Luther King Day, when I used to work with them too, worked like 20 days straight. 20 days straight. So he worked today. He went in at 5 o'clock this morning. So he won't get off till like 12 o'clock tonight. Because they doing the children parade. They had to set up. And then after the parade, they go bike and they have to clean it up. So next Saturday is the real big parade. They go in, next Saturday they'll go in like 4:30. And they have to set all the boxes up. And they have to have everything set up for the parade. And then after the parade, they go bike and they have to clean up everything. And that'd be the big parade, the big Gasparilla parade. And that one, there'll be like a lot of fun right there. And this is going to be my first year going in like 8 years. So I was telling my cousin last night, I was like, I'm going to be with y'all next Saturday because my husband got to work. And he was like, Tree, you coming? I said, yeah, I'm going to come and hang out with y'all next Saturday. Me and my son going to come. So he was like, all right. He can't believe that I'm coming because my cousin, usually like when we work, we'll go down there and we'll get food from them. Because my cousin, them, they set up, they have a DJ, they do a buffet, they have everything set up down there. So I'm kind of excited to go just to be around my cousin now, because I haven't been in a long time, because we used to go over 20 years together. All of us used to go down there together. So next Saturday, I'm going to go live so y'all can see how Gasparilla, how it be here in Tampa, how the pirates come in on the ship and they shooting and stuff. But I really don't, I go to the night parade with my family. I meet up with my family down there. But I really don't be going for the parade. I just go to be hanging out because my family be meeting up and stuff. So I'm going next weekend just to hang out down there with them on. And it's on Bayshore. And what they do, they block the whole street off. So no cars, no nothing can go down that street. And it be like different bands and everything. They have like like different schools. They have a band from Trinidad. They have like different little things. You know, like y'all, if y'all have parades and stuff, it's just like that. But a lot of people just go down there to drink and have fun. So I'm gonna go live down there. And then my live from last night from the party, I had to delete that because they kind of blocked it. They blocked that live from last night. So, but y'all, I'm finna get ready to go because I got to clean up. I got so much stuff to put up. But y'all hit that like button for me. And if y'all haven't subscribed to my channel, y'all subscribe. And y'all please, please, please uplift my nephew in prayer. And pray for my sister them for safe travels on the road because I know my sister probably like kind of going crazy on this road right now, worrying about my nephew. So y'all just pray. But let me show y'all our pictures. Hold up. So these the candy apples my daughter had made last night. She had these candy apples made. Some black candy apples. And we asked her, we was like, why did you have 35 put on there? She talking about mind your business. So this is me and Reed. And this picture him, this me and Reed and our kids. This Reed's son, him. This Reed, that's my daughter Chandrell. That's Reed's daughter and me and my son. This my niece. This my family. And my niece and my daughter. So my picture man that came, he charged me $200. He charged me $200 to come. So when he come, the $200 that I paid him, he make a video clip. He take pictures and he go around and he just take pictures of the whole party, and then he sell pictures. These pictures him that he took, he sell them for $5. And the $200, the pictures that he took of the party, he gonna send them to my daughter. And how I like for him to take my pictures, I like him to take them to catch people off guard. That's how I like him to take pictures. I want him to catch them. He can, you know, they can stand and pose or whatever. But I just like him to take them when they not like looking, because that's memory to me. So he did that, and then plus he was making his money on the side. He set up his bike drop and stuff. And my DJ, oh my God, my DJ. Puncho. I love Puncho. He been DJing for me before my kids ever had kids. He DJ'd all my children party, my grandkids party too. And now he DJ'd for like clubs. He DJ'd for I think some stars too. He go to Orlando. He go wherever DJs. He big now. But anytime we need him to DJ, he'll make time to DJ for us. And I'm very thankful that he always make time to DJ for me and my family. And I really appreciate that, because he never ever tell us no if he not booked. And that's one thing about it. And last night, he came up, because when people here in Tampa, they have parties that you either got to buy, they charge you to come to their party. They charge you to come. You got to buy a ticket in advance. It's like $20 to get in or $25 at the door. We don't do that. So he said, he came up when I was setting the look up. He said, Tracy, I want to buy a drink. I'm looking at him like, boy, don't play with me. You know we don't get down like that, Puncho. So I said, what you want to drink? I said, you want to try my punch? He was like, yeah. So I said, I ain't taking, we don't take money, and you know that, just tips. So I said, when you ready to eat, when we set the food up, you're going to eat. So as soon as we set the food up, the first 2 plates we fixed was the DJ and the picture man plate. That's how we do it. I told my son, go out there and see what Puncho don't want to drink. When he wanted something to drink, he sent the people back there. Tell Teresa I want my punch. Because when we have a party, we don't believe in nobody coming to pay to celebrate our birthday, because we want you to come celebrate our birthday. So why should you pay for our building? We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So that's why we wanted everybody to come, have a good time, enjoy themselves. And everybody came. Everybody enjoyed themselves. And people have been calling me all morning long, telling me how much fun they had. They've been texting saying how much fun they had and how we did everything. And the food was gone just like that. All that food I cooked, it was gone. And my daughter bought sandwiches, and my cousin came with a fruit tray. So my daughter bought sandwiches, and she bought Publix chicken too. So it was kind of good. And I still got so much liquor left that I'm gonna take to my, I'm gonna give some to my cousins. I got some wine. Because like I told y'all, I don't drink like that. And some of the stuff that I got up there, we don't drink that. And I'm not the stuff they got, I don't like it. So I bought a lot of liquor back home last night. Because me and my husband, we bought a lot of liquor. A lot of liquor. And then I made a hunch punch. I made a hunch punch in this right here. And then I made a margarita punch in this one here. And this one had like a rose margarita with tequila, pineapple, and some kind of rose margarita mix. And this one here had a Hawaiian with pineapple, and it had like different kind of vodkas inside of it. So mostly everybody, that's all they wanted was this right here. And then like they wanted Hennessy, because we had Hennessy. We had everything that everybody wanted. So whatever kind of drink they wanted, they came and asked. We didn't say you can have this, you can have that. We made sure we had drinks for everybody. Patron, everything everybody wanted, they got it. So hold up, y'all. This thing don't want to come loose. So there's so much stuff I got to get rid of. And I'm going to get rid of it today when I go to, well, probably tomorrow when I go to my aunt's house. I got to get rid of. Because I got so much stuff. There's so much stuff I bought back home. That's how much stuff I bought back home last night. I bought so much stuff back home. And I got to get rid of it. And then last night, I gave some of the young lady that did the 360, she named after me. Her mom named her, she got my middle name, Latrice. Her mom gave her my middle name. So Chandrell rented the 360 from her. I gave her and her girlfriend a big container. I gave her and her girlfriend a big container like this to take home. Because I gave the DJ one, and he was like, Teresa, I ain't taking that big thing home. So I gave him a water bottle. So I gave them one to take home. And then Elwood, he bought this little one home with him, and some more people took one home because I filled this container up. And that's all they was drinking right there. So I still got a lot of stuff I got to put up. And I got, look at him. So I still got, look at him. So I still got a lot of stuff. I'm finna go, that's in that cooler. I'm finna go get that to my neighbor right now. I'm finna go knock on her door and see if she drank that. And I'm finna get her some of that right there. Cause my neighbor downstairs, she work at this, her husband work at this place, and they be bringing me all different kinds of cakes home. So I'm finna go down there and see what kind of liquor she want, and let her come take some of these bottles that I have. But I got to go, y'all, because I think my mom calling me about my nephew. But y'all, please, please, everybody on this live, please uplift my family. Well, my nephew in prayer. Uplift my sister while she on the road to go see about her son. And my nephew name is Jovante. Please, please uplift him, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Oh, okay, y'all. He okay. My sister just texted me. She said that he got a he got a neck brace on and something else. I got to read the text message, but y'all still keep him in prayer and keep my sister in prayer while she on the road to Tallahassee. So y'all have a blessed day. And y'all make up with y'all family. Anybody going through something with y'all family, y'all make up with them. Even if they don't want to make up with y'all, y'all reach out to them and try to work it out. And I love y'all. See y'all later.